Greetings students, Beta class 7. In social science, we are revising chapter 1 of civics, that is on equality, and yesterday we have discussed some of the cases like about Kanta, then right to vote, then other kinds of equality we have started yesterday, and we were discussing about caste inequalities. Then we have discussed one of the cases about Om Prakash Valmiki, a Dalit writer, that how he was made to sit on the floor, and then his classmates also used to beat him. The headmaster asked him to sweep the school and the school playground. And then we have discussed about Ansaris, that how the Ansaris, being Muslim, were denied to rent an apartment by the people of other communities. So this was religion-based discrimination. Then recognizing dignity, respect, that all the people, they should be respected, uh, what can I say, disregarding their social structure, their social background. Like each individual has his or her own dignity, own respect, and should be given that due respect and should be treated equally. And if this discrimination is done, then dignity of the people is violated. So if we talk about both Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansaris, Om Prakash Valmiki's dignity was violated because he was discriminated on the basis of caste. In the same way, the dignity of Ansaris was violated on the basis of religion. They were discriminated on the basis of religion. So, these two cases we have discussed. If we talk about Indian Constitution, our Constitution says that every individual is equal before the law. Means nobody can be discriminated on the basis of caste, color, region, religion, language, gender, etc. Because if we talk about female in our society, females are also discriminated because they are also considered as inferior to men. So our Indian constitution, it says that everyone is equal. It doesn't matter to which caste he or she belongs, to which religion they follow. So all the people, they are treated as equal. So then okay, it's yeah, see this here I have discussed this case also from the Diwar movie, that a child was polishing the shoe, and then somebody just came to got his shoes polished. Then after getting the shoes polished, the person threw the coin on the floor and asked the child to pick it up. Then the child stood and said that he has done his work honestly and his money should be given in his hand. Because when the coin was thrown on the floor, the child said that it is a kind of insult. His work is not of inferior standard or status or quality. This is work done with labor, and the money should be given in his hand. So the person gave the money in his hand. See in the third picture how beautifully this dignity or the respect for one's work is shown in the movie. Then comes our Indian Constitution. So, discuss here. So, our Constitution say that all are equal before law. So, from the president of the country to a domestic worker, all the people, they have to follow the same laws. Nobody can be discriminated on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place of birth, whether they are male, female means gender. Then the person can access all public places, including playgrounds, hotels, shops, markets. So, all public places can be used by the people. then untouchability has been abolished. So according to the Article 17 of our Constitution, untouchability has been abolished. Now see how our government implement or enforces the equality, or how equality is guaranteed. It is guaranteed through the following ways. The first, the laws, means making the laws. The second, through government policies and programs or schemes for the upliftment of the disadvantaged communities. Next, here some of the schemes we are discussing. First is midday meal. So we discussed that Tamil Nadu was the first state to introduce the midday meal scheme. Midday meal scheme, that the children, they are given a free lunch in the school. The lunch is of quality, and when all the children, they are made sit in one line, the children of all the caste, all the religions, they sit in one line and take the lunch together. And it means the caste inequalities are ignored. Nobody is made to sit together. All sit together means no caste distinctions. And in many places, the women from Dalit family, they are hired for cooking the meal. It means also that this the caste inequalities, these are not taken care of. Okay, so it helps the people to consider themselves as equal to other children. So this has been done so that the people, the children from poor families, they can get meal in the school. At the same time, the children, they attend the school, because the poor people, it is difficult for them to just meet both, just to earn money or to fulfill even the basic needs of their children. So when the children, they are given food in the school, then the children, they go to school. And by this scheme, enrollment of children from the poor families in the school has increased. So this is one of the programs started by our government. Okay, then after, one more we have discussed here, that is issues of equality in other democracies. We have discussed here the case of Rosa Parks, that how the Afro Americans were discriminated in the United States, and there was a long struggle, and this movement was started. This came to be known as civil rights movement. So after this movement, the people, Afro Americans, they got their civil rights. Here also the same kind of treatment was given to the Afro Americans, means the blacks living in America. They were not allowed to go to public places. Then the churches, the schools, the apartments, or the colonies of blacks and whites, everything was different for whites and blacks. So after this movement, the blacks, they were given equal status. Then, so this is Article 15. Article 15, it says that the state shall not discriminate against any citizen on grounds of only religion, race, caste, sex, means gender, place of birth, or any of them. No citizen shall, on grounds of any only of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, or any of them be subject to any disability, liability, restriction, or condition with regard to access to shops, public restaurants, hotels, and places of public entertainment. What does it mean? That the people of all the communities, they can access to public places. Okay, then the use of wells, tanks, bathing ghats, roads, and places of public uh, resort maintained wholly or partly out of state funds or dedicated to the use of general public, means that things which are for general public can be used by people of all the communities. Now, challenge of democracy. Now, if we talk about that, no other kind of no country can be completely democratic. There are some communities or individuals who try to expand the idea of democracy and push for a greater recognition of equality on existing as well as new issues. Means when democracy we talk about democracy, the people, they just demand some more things, some more equality, some more issues are raised by the people. They want to bring something better in the society. So the people, they, with the help of their struggles, their movements, they try to make democracy better. So there is always some chances of betterment. Then after some of the questions we have discussed, in a democracy, why is universal adult franchise important? So in a democracy, universal adult franchise is important because it is based on the idea of equality. So universal adult franchise means all the people of 18 years and above have right to vote without any discrimination of caste, color, gender, religion, region, language, etc. So it is important because all the people, they are treated equally. It means one person, one vote, one value. Okay. So about reread the box on Article 15 and state two ways in which this article addresses equality inequality. So this we have just discussed in the chapter that first is no discrimination on either of the basis. The second, access to all the places, public places, or the places which are for general public. So, in what ways was Om Prakash Valmiki's experience similar to that of Ansari's? So, both Om Prakash Valmiki, he was both Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansaris were discriminated. Om Prakash Valmiki was discriminated on the basis of caste, and Ansaris were discriminated on the basis of religion. So because both have been discriminated, this is that is why we say that their experience is similar, their dignity was violated. So what do you understand by the term all persons are equal before the law? Why do you think it is important in a democracy? See, all the persons are equal before law means that from the president of the country to a domestic worker, all the people have to follow the same rules. And Constitution says that all the people are equal before law without any discrimination on either of the bases which we have discussed above. It is important because each individual is important, has its own unique quality. So nobody is inferior or superior. That's why that all the people, they are equal and important in a democracy. So this is all for today. If you have any query, any question, can discuss with me in the class. Have a good day.